Hello and welcome back to Immortal News. In today's video, we'll be sharing important updates about individuals from the celebrity world who have sadly passed away today, July 29th, and in recent days. We have special tributes to honor them later in the broadcast. First, we're going to start with some uplifting news about the multi-talented star, Jamie Foxx. Following this, we will share some unfortunate news concerning Hollywood legend Bruce Willis. In addition to this, we will be discussing the current health situations of both Jamie Foxx and Bruce Willis. It's a challenging time for both their families and fans, and your compassion is much appreciated. Before we delve into these stories, we request a moment of your time. If you value our updates and find them informative, please show your support by giving this video a like. Each like encourages us to deliver more news, more updates, and more of the content you love. We're grateful for your continued support. Now, without further ado, let's begin with our stories. Please stay tuned. Number 12. Inga Swenson, a vivacious voice and enduring legacy in television and theater. Inga Swenson, best known for her memorable role in the early 1980s ABC sitcom Benson, passed away at the age of 90 on July 23rd, due to natural causes. Her son, Mark, confirmed her passing. Swenson's husband, Lowell Harris, was with her during her final moments in a care facility in Los Angeles. Her health had been declining for the past 6 months, and her passing was not unexpected for her family. Swenson captivated audiences with her portrayal of the German cook Gretchen Krauss in Benson, a role that spanned over 150 episodes in 7 years. Her outstanding performance earned her 3 Emmy nominations. Benson was a spin-off of Soap, another sitcom where Swenson had a notable multi-episode role as Ingrid Svensson. Inga Swenson's talent extended beyond television. She was a Broadway star, earning 2 nominations for the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical for her roles as Lizzie Curry in 110 in the Shade and Irene Adler in Baker Street. She was also a trained lyrical soprano. Her filmography included supporting roles in Advise and Consent and The Miracle Worker in 1962, the latter film where she portrayed Helen Keller's mother. After a fruitful career, she retired from Hollywood in 1998. Swenson was married to sound engineer Lowell Harris since February 1953. They had 2 children, one of whom predeceased her. Her wish was to be cremated and have her ashes buried with her late son in San Rafael, California. Tributes to Inga Swenson. Number 11. Beetle Bob, an unorthodox dance legend and stalwart of the St. Louis music scene. Robert E. Matonis, better known as Beetle Bob, was a singular figure in the American music scene, particularly in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri. Beetle Bob, born on December 1, 1953, died from complications related to ALS on July 27th at the age of 69. Bob was a regular presence at concerts across the country, attending at least one live show every night from Christmas Eve 1996 until January 23, 2023, a striking 9,439 nights. Known for his Beatles-inspired mop-top hairstyle and rhythmic dance moves, he claimed to have seen over 10,000 bands. Bob's love for music was evident from a young age. Born and raised in St. Louis, his fascination with the Beatles led to his enduring nickname in 6th grade. He later went on to co-found a rock and roll newsletter, US, the United Saviors, in 1966. Beyond his fame as a concert attendee, Bob was a freelance writer for several music magazines and a social worker, dedicating his life to helping troubled youths. However, Bob was a polarizing figure. His constant dancing at concerts was cherished by some, while others found it an intrusion. Controversies and criticism notwithstanding, Beetle Bob was a symbol of passion for music and commitment to the art form. Despite the controversies that surrounded him, Beetle Bob's devotion to music and his unusual dancing style made him a cultural icon. He left a unique footprint in the American music scene, both for his eccentricity and his undying enthusiasm for live performances. Tributes to Beetle Bob. Number 10. Eleanor Vadala, a pioneer of the skies and champion of science. Eleanor Vadala, who passed away peacefully at her home in Bala-Cynwyd, Pennsylvania, on July 19th at the age of 99, leaves behind a legacy defined by groundbreaking achievements in the intersecting worlds of chemistry, materials engineering, and ballooning. She made significant contributions to the development of synthetic materials used in aircraft, while serving as the Director of Research and Development at the Naval Air Development Center in Pennsylvania. Vadala also soared high as a decorated balloonist. As the third woman in the United States to be FAA certified as a balloon pilot, Vadala shattered the glass ceiling, participating in 66 balloon flights and playing an integral role in 13 international flights, organized by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale between 1959 and 1963. Her name was fittingly enshrined in the Balloon Federation of America Hall of Fame in 2019. Her love for the skies was not limited to ballooning. An accomplished astronomer, she single-handedly built a 6-inch telescope and revived the activities of the Rittenhouse Astronomy Society during her tenure as president. An ardent promoter of education, Vadala also devoted time to teaching English as a second language to immigrants and set up the Edwin F. Bailey Scholarship Award at Villanova University in honor of her late husband. Eleanor Vadala's life and accomplishments showcase the true spirit of exploration and intellectual curiosity. Her pioneering contributions to aviation materials research and her soaring feats in the world of ballooning are a testament to her fearless pursuit of knowledge and adventure. Tributes to Eleanor Vadala. Number 9. Dave Hilton Sr., a tenacious titan of Canadian boxing. Dave Hilton Sr., celebrated Canadian professional boxer and renowned trainer, passed away on July 28th at the age of 83. His career in boxing stretched from 1958 to 1976, during which he secured 65 victories out of 81 fights and held the Canadian Championship in 3 different weight divisions. Born on August 29, 1940, Hilton initially fought as a featherweight, securing the national championship in 1959. As his career evolved, he transitioned to the welterweight division, where he competed for over a decade. In 1971, he made a triumphant splash in the light middleweight and middleweight divisions, earning the Canadian Championship in both. While Hilton's boxing career was noteworthy, it was his role as a trainer and manager for his sons that attracted significant attention. Under his guidance, each of his sons clinched Canadian championships, with Dave Hilton Jr. and Matthew Hilton also achieving world championships in their respective categories. Despite occasional controversy and personal struggles, Dave Hilton Sr.'s enduring legacy lies in his significant contributions to Canadian boxing and his instrumental role in cultivating the boxing careers of his sons. Tributes to Dave Hilton Sr. Number 8. Pierre Colin, a grand maestro of the Quebec film and theater scene. Pierre Colin, the stalwart of the Quebec film and theater industry, passed away at the age of 85 on July 28th. With an illustrious career spanning nearly 6 decades, Colin brought his creativity, charm, and extraordinary talent to both the silver screen and the stage. From co-founding Théâtre d'Aujourd'hui in 1968 to starring in iconic Quebecois films like La Grande Seduction, his versatility was unparalleled. Colin began his theatrical journey in 1964 with the avant-garde troupe Les Apprentis Sorciers. His talent blossomed further in successful TV series like Virginie and Unite 9, and films such as Leçons de l'humour and De Père en Flic. His outstanding performance in La Grande Seduction won him the prestigious Jutra Award for Best Supporting Role in 2003. Beyond his cinematic ventures, Colin was a beloved figure in the theater community, gracing stages from Montreal to Europe. He skillfully adapted John Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men in 1999, demonstrating his finesse as a director. Colin's agent of 3 decades, Jacques Fontaine, remembers him for his profound goodness and camaraderie, qualities that endeared him to many in the industry. He leaves behind a partner and 3 sons who, along with the rest of the world, mourn the loss of this towering figure in Quebec culture. Tributes to Pierre Colin. Number 7. Margaret Heymans, a luminary of children's literature. Margaret Heymans, the Dutch children's literature author and illustrator, born on the 29th of October 1932, passed away on July 27th at the age of 90. Celebrated for her collaborations with her sister, Emmy Heymans, Margaret authored and illustrated a variety of books that charmed both children and adults alike, including notable works such as Het Poppenfeest, De Geladraad, Adam Wortel Kriet Bezoek, and De Prinses van de Moestuin. Heymans' career began with a publication in the children's magazine Kriss Kras in 1958, and she went on to illustrate numerous books for other acclaimed Dutch authors. For her outstanding work in Annetje en Het Holst van de Nacht by Emmy Droos, she was awarded the Gouden Penseel, a prestigious award for children's book illustration. Her contribution to the field of art and literature was further recognized with multiple awards, including the Zilveren Penseel, Zilveren Griffel, Woutertje Pieterse Prijs, Nienke van Hichtum Prijs, and another Gouden Penseel. Besides writing and illustrating, Heymans dedicated 2 decades, from 1972 to 1993, teaching illustration at the Koninklijke Academie voor Kunst in Vormgeving. Her original illustrations, donated to the Dutch Museum of Literature in The Hague in 2018, are a testimony to her immense talent and devotion to her craft. Heymans' work enriched children's literature with its imaginative narratives and vibrant illustrations, ensuring her legacy will continue to inspire future generations. She is survived by her 5 children from her 2 marriages. Tributes to Margaret Heymans. Number 6. Thomas Goltz, a voice in unheard corners and lasting legacy in journalism. Thomas Goltz, the notable American author and crisis correspondent, passed away at the age of 68 on July 29th. Born in Japan and raised in North Dakota, Goltz's work was characterized by his deep understanding of conflict zones, particularly in the Caucasus region during the 1990s. Graduating with an MA in Middle East Studies from New York University, Goltz spent over 3 decades reporting from Turkey and the Caucasus region. His exemplary coverage of the conflicts in Azerbaijan, Armenia, Abkhazia, and Chechnya earned him recognition and made him a finalist in the Rory Peck Award for Excellence in Television Journalism in 1996. Proficient in German, Turkish, Arabic, Azerbaijani, and Russian, Goltz divided his time between the field and academia, teaching part-time at the University of Montana in Missoula and Montana State University in Bozeman, Montana. His profound experiences in conflict zones were brought to life in his publications, including Azerbaijan Diary, Chechnya Diary, Georgia Diary, and Assassinating Shakespeare, The True Confessions of a Bard in the Bush. Goltz's work was not without controversy. In 2009, the Armenian National Committee of Canada accused him of biased reporting and alleged racist remarks. Despite the controversy, Goltz's career is remembered for his unwavering commitment to bringing untold stories to the fore. Tributes to Thomas Goltz. Number 5. Timo Hirvonen, a legend of Finnish hockey and steward of the sport. Timo Hirvonen, a legend in Finnish hockey, passed away at the age of 49 on July 28th. due to complications from a recent cancer surgery. Born on July 27, 1973, Hirvonen had a long and illustrious career in the SM Liiga, Finland's top professional ice hockey league, where he played from 1992 to 2006. Known for his performances with Kiekko Espoo and its successor, the Espoo Blues, as well as Saipa, Hirvonen established himself as an accomplished forward. Over his career, he played 607 games in the SM Liiga and scored an impressive 215 points. In 2005, he briefly played in the Swedish Elite League with Malmö. Following his retirement as captain of the Blues in 2006, the team honored him by retiring his jersey number 33. However, his love for the sport did not wane after hanging up his skates. He became a trainer and coach, first with the Blues and later with Espoo United between 2016 to 2018. Most recently, he served as an assistant coach for TPS's U20 team and as a hockey lecturer for the Turku Sports Academy since 2018. Hirvonen's legacy will live on not only in his own achievements, but also through his son, Ronnie Hirvonen, a contracted player with Toronto. Tributes to Timo Hirvonen. Number 4. Martin Walser, a pillar and agitator of contemporary German literature. Martin Walser, German writer, a beacon of energy and agitator in contemporary German literature, passed away at the age of 96 on July 28th. Walser was a prolific writer who produced a new book almost annually until 2022. His last work was titled Das Traumbuch, Postkarten aus dem Schlaf. Known for his relentless work ethic, Walser often stated, "Work was my life." During his extensive career, Walser's characters, imbued with desperate passion, often reflected himself. His debut novel, Ehen in Philipsburg in 1957, his greatest success, Ein flehendes Pferd, in 1978, and his increasingly sparse works in old age like Ein liebender Mann in 2008 and Das 13. Kapitel in 2012, served as authentic reflections of the loving human, Walser. As a contemporary of Günter Grass and Hans Magnus Enzensberger, Walser's influence on the literary and political landscape of the Federal Republic of Germany was profound. His essays were a faithful companion to his fictional work, often arising from his conviction of being right. His 1965 essay, Unser Auschwitz, remains a pertinent commentary on the German guilt question. Tributes to Martin Walser. Number 3. Keith Waldrop, a towering figure in the landscape of poetry and academia. Keith Waldrop, the remarkable American poet, translator, publisher, and academic, who breathed his last on July 27th at the age of 90, has left an indelible imprint on the literary world. Born in Emporia, Kansas, Waldrop's life was a testament to the power of words and their profound ability to influence and inspire. Waldrop's dedication to literature was reflected in his academic journey, culminating in a PhD in comparative literature from the University of Michigan. His love for teaching led him to a long and fulfilling career at Brown University, where he nurtured the minds of countless aspiring writers. Together with his wife, Rosemarie Waldrop, he founded Burning Deck in 1961, an avant-garde press specializing in experimental poetry and prose, thereby cementing their influence in the literary world. Waldrop's own poetry received wide recognition, with his collection, Transcendental Studies, a Trilogy, securing the National Book Award for Poetry in 2009. In recognition of his contributions to literature, Waldrop was awarded the title of Chevalier des Arts et des Lettres by the French government. His translations also garnered acclaim, with Four Elemental Bodies by Claude Royer-Journoux, translated from French, being a runner-up for the 2014 Best Translated Book Award, Poetry. Tributes to Keith Waldrop. We now transition to updates on the health of Jamie Foxx and Bruce Willis. Jamie Foxx embarks on recovery journey, following serious health crisis. Celebrated actor and Oscar winner Jamie Foxx is charting a course towards recovery after a severe health scare in April resulted in hospitalization due to an undisclosed medical complication. Sources close to Foxx tell Us Weekly that the actor's recovery process is progressing positively. The 55-year-old Hollywood star is reportedly focusing on moving forward and continuing to live his life unabated by his recent health setback. The insider said, "Jamie's recovery is going really well. Everything is now on the upswing. He's on to the next chapter and appreciative of what happened to him, but he's not going to let it limit what he's doing on a daily basis." They went on to describe Foxx's resilience, emphasizing his determination to live life on his terms, stating, "He's the type of person to do what he wants to do. It's mind over matter. When he feels ready to do something, he will do it. He decides for himself when he's ready." Foxx's family made the news public in April with a statement that highlighted his hospitalization after suffering a medical complication. Thankfully, they said, due to quick action and excellent care, the star was already on the road to recovery. Asking for privacy, the family message read, "We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers." In May, Foxx's daughter Corinne, 29, shared an uplifting update on her father's condition, revealing, "My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday." The actor himself offered fans an inside look at his recovery journey in a candid Instagram post on July 22nd. Foxx shared his struggle, saying, "I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well, but I'm coming back. I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through." Explaining the scarcity of updates during his hospitalization and recovery, Foxx admitted, "To be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, a television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me trying to figure out if I was going to make it through." Foxx's determination to continue living life to the fullest, despite his recent health issues, showcases his indomitable spirit and tenacity. His recovery journey continues to inspire his fans and loved ones. Bruce Willis's frontotemporal dementia condition deteriorates, reports ex-partner Maria Bravo. Renowned actor Bruce Willis, beloved for his roles in films like Die Hard, Pulp Fiction, Armageddon, and The Sixth Sense, has been facing a deteriorating health condition due to frontotemporal dementia. In February, Willis announced his retirement from Hollywood, shocking the acting world. Since his diagnosis, family, friends, and ex-partners have kept the public updated about his health. Recently, Maria Bravo, Willis's ex-partner, shared a concerning update about his condition, revealing that the actor is continually moving away from recovery. Bravo, a philanthropist, attended a charity event, the Global Gift Gala, where she provided insights about Willis's health. She described the situation as getting worse and worse. Speaking about Willis, Bravo shared, "He's not well. I spoke with his wife Emma, and it's unfortunate that the disease is progressively worsening. We're sending him lots of energy and love." Willis and Bravo, whose relationship spanned 2 years, met at a Planet Hollywood restaurant opening in the early 2000s. They split their time between Los Angeles and Marbella, Spain. Despite their split, Bravo continues to hold Willis in high regard and sent heartfelt words his way upon learning of his health condition. In a public message to Willis, Bravo wrote, "All my love to Bruce and his beautiful family," highlighting the actor's far-reaching impact and the emotional toll of his condition on those close to him. Now it's time to remember the legends who passed away in the past years. Number 2, Carl Levin, the tireless advocate for corporate accountability and champion of probity. Carl Levin, Michigan's longest-serving U.S. Senator and a formidable force for corporate accountability, passed away on July 29, 2021 in Detroit at the age of 87. The cause of death was lung cancer, which he disclosed in March that same year. From 1979 to 2015, Levin was a renowned liberal Democrat who zealously demanded transparency and accountability from America's largest corporations. Levin chaired the Permanent Subcommittee on Investigations, famously using his role to expose shadowy corporate schemes that hid billions in profits overseas and avoided vast corporate taxes at home. Known for his silver hair, affable smile, and glasses perched low on his nose, Levin looked more like a kindly figure than a formidable senator, yet he confronted corporate giants such as J.P. Morgan Chase, Apple, and American Express, unraveling their complex tax avoidance maneuvers and shedding light on their tax burdens. Levin's tenacity also extended to addressing the causes of the 2008 financial crisis and advocating for tighter controls over handguns and nuclear weapons. Throughout his time in service, Levin became one of Michigan's most popular politicians. His family also devoted themselves to public service, with his brother Sander Levin serving as a U.S. representative and chairman of the tax-writing Ways and Means Committee. Levin's remarkable career legacy continues to be remembered by both his Senate colleagues and a grateful public. His dedication to integrity, accountability, and corporate responsibility have left an enduring imprint on American politics. Tributes to Carl Levin. Number 1. Andy Hayden, a trailblazing force in New Zealand. Rugby. Andy Hayden, a trailblazing former All Blacks captain who changed the face of New Zealand rugby, passed away on July 29, 2020, succumbing to cancer at the age of 69. Hayden played 117 games for the All Blacks, captaining them 8 times and becoming one of the most recognizable figures in New Zealand rugby. His international career spanned from 1972 to 1985, and he was renowned for his powerful scrumming and towering presence at the line-out. Perhaps the most remembered moment in his career was a piece of gamesmanship in 1978 against Wales, where he dived out of a line-out, winning a penalty that secured New Zealand's victory. While this move drew controversy, Hayden's impact on the sport extended beyond the pitch. He challenged rugby's amateur regulations by taking royalties from his autobiography, Boots and All, arguing that he was a professional writer. Moreover, Hayden played a pivotal role in the 1986 Cavaliers tour, when All Blacks players toured South Africa in breach of the ban on sporting contacts with the apartheid regime. This move marked Hayden as a figure unafraid to challenge conventions for what he believed was right. New Zealand rugby CEO Mark Robinson said of Hayden, "He will be remembered by those who saw him play as one of the true greats of our game." Tributes to Andy Hayden. Thank you for joining us today on Immortal News. As we honor those who have recently passed and provide updates on current events, we are reminded of the fragility of life and the enduring strength of legacy. If you haven't seen it yet, we invite you to watch our tribute to the 12 big stars who passed away in July in our previous broadcasts. Their stories continue to inspire us, and their memories remain imprinted on our hearts. As always, we appreciate your support. Please continue to like our videos and share them with your community. Together, we can celebrate these extraordinary lives and their lasting impact. Thank you again for your time today. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and keep the spirit of remembrance alive on Immortal News.